Hey y'all, what it is? What's up? It's your favorite. It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing the Dougie bow. All right, Dougie, y'all, into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Let's go. Without further ado, let's go and get into this video. So, as y'all know, I love to do a summary in the beginning. I love to do a summary. So, at first, I'm like, okay, filler episode. But by the end, yeah, it got real good. I know we said that we wanted security to give confessionals, but right now, okay, cut it. Let's get to the point, okay? Okay, let's get to the point. I need to see the scene. Let me see the scene. Another thing, shout out to I forgot who told me to make Baddies Gone Wild first. I think it was a few of y'all who was like, Baddies Gone Wild first, thank you. Before Baddies Africa, thank you. Management. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And that's what I'm giving y'all. So, y'all wanted Baddies Gone Wild first. Obviously, you know, everybody really enjoyed the first episode. Very much so. I will say this too. You start like, girl, I promise y'all, as soon as I be like, I like her, or I get to taking up, I swear, next episode, I be like, yeah, no, it never gave. So, Australia, we just gonna call her Australia because that's what they calling her. Australia and Daisy absolutely got on my nerves. Very much so. Don't like them no more. I see why she was going crosser because somebody needed to teach her real quick. Yeah, she was feeling herself a little too much for me. They definitely was giving bully vibes. And we're going to talk about it. So let's go and get into it. So it started off with Coco and Daisy getting it. Obviously, Daisy is tearing. You know, no shade. She's tearing, but I like Coco. Like, Coco getting up in the field. Coco getting it. She like, come on, another round. I need that. Come on, you know, I'm getting up there with you every time. We move on to Australia and Jeezy. I'm going to call her Jeezy because it's just easier. So, Jeezy and Australia end up getting it. For whatever reason, when New Yorkers come on, they always disappoint. I don't know what part of New York y'all from. Always disappoint every time. Just don't never know how to really get up in there. I don't know what fights y'all be having, but it don't be street fights, okay? At all. So Jeezy and Australia get up in there, and Australia was tearing. Like, Jeezy finally started him by the end. I'm like, why are you pausing? Why are you pausing? Like, she's hitting you. Give a reaction, hit her back. So Natalie plays like she want everything to be over. Oh my God, girl, stop. But like, keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Get it for the cameras. Oh my gosh, enough, you guys. Enough. Okay, we gotta go pick the rooms that's probably already pre-picked. But you know, go play like you're picking your room. Go downstairs, do the most, like act a fool. So the girls go, you know, pick their rooms. So the girls start picking their rooms, and I'm like, I think the hurricane something, I would have just got a room. I really wouldn't care. It's not that deep. I'm not even gonna be here long. Y'all know they film for about 3 weeks to a month. Girl, give me a bed. I'm here for the 50,000. Okay, if anything, I'll be slapping y'all. It's every time they say, you know, you girls are winning 50,000. Boom, bam, bam. Like, I'll be just slapping y'all. Like, who need that? Who want that right now? Like, let's not even ask no questions. 50,000 on the line, girl. Honestly, where's the air mattress at this point? So I definitely, you know, which I understood, like, it is what it is. So Cupcake and TT end up getting the master. I already knew that Cupcake was not gonna last. I already knew, y'all. Even before I seen the whole episode, when she was like, she got the master, I said they gonna take that away from her. First of all, like, we being for real, she's definitely older. She probably like in her late 30s. Don't care what she says. She's probably in her late 30s. She shouldn't even be on the show if we just being honest. I guess, you know, her getting Natalie's name on her put some type of spark in Natalie's heart to put her on the show. But I already knew early on that she wasn't keeping no master. Like, be for real. You're not keeping no master. Even with the girl TT, like, to an extent, not necessarily saying that she was going to lose the master, but it just gave that master was going to be y'all was gonna get into it about that. And where is Ming Lee? So it seems as though Ming Lee probably got her own private room. That's what it's given, but Gloss Up has to be in a twin bed. So TT talking all this in her confessional, talking about, oh, don't nobody move me. I move me. I definitely seen her moving you back. It was giving the lean with a rock with it with your head. She definitely was moving you back, but we're gonna get to that. So Bahati is also already foreshadowing that this is gonna be, about the master. The whole episode is really about the master or whatever. So she ends up letting it be known like she ain't got to 7 to 9 phase. She tired, but in the morning she on that she need that about that master. Natalie has all the girls come downstairs. She lets it be known like ain't nobody your friend. Keep your head on the swivel. I said she would know. Fake is one of them all. She would absolutely know. Okay. Her and Lemmy are stabbers in the backers type of people. So they end up doing everybody. Wild girls take shots. Wild girls take shots. It has a little ring to it. I'm sure, eventually it's gonna catch on or whatever the case is. But I'm glad they kind of got their own little thing going. It's not baddie shot o'clock. It's more like, baddies take shots or whatever. So Natalie continues to stir the pot, but wonders why the pot gets stirred on her ass. So she's like, everybody good, everybody got out their issues, playing in they face, knowing that, they still want to fight. Obviously, it's a fighting show. So Coco like, I been asked Daisy, did she need that? Daisy like, I been told you like we could get there. So they get about to run it. They about to run, they about to do their thing or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, Daisy do get that, but Daisy is bulldozing. Like, she be coming in body weight on hard, like body weight on 10. Like, give me that tits right up on you. They on your neck. Like, she be right up on you when she fights you. So every time Coco like backing up, but Coco, she staying up in there. I ain't gonna lie. Nelly took it ain't no security. Y'all do y'all big one. You blink, security right there. I thought it wasn't no security net. Shut up. I believe they said Rolly whooped Daisy, but I'm not gonna lie. The way Daisy acting, I know they was happy as ever when Rolly came in there, tore down. Okay, tore up. Just because the way she acting, she doing a lot, and it's like, girl, calm down. Like, you're doing a lot right now. I know they was like, yes, get her, Rolly, get that bitch. Jeezy has no room to talk. Not a lick of room to talk about nobody face, how nobody needs checking in out. You are scratched up, okay? A tiger has on your face. Be for real. So Giselle want her another round in after Cheyenne tore her. Okay, let's be honest. Like I said, the New Yorkers, they be doing all that in them confessionals and be getting tore. Okay? So she needed that from Shay, and Shay gave it to her. Shay was giving it to her so hard that Cupcake even got a few hits dapped on her. I'm like, girl, you need to move out the way. You always in the way. Move. And I know Big Ant irritated. I guess they was trying to eat Chick-fil-A or whatever, little fast food in Brazil, baby. He said, get out the way. Get out the way. He was irritated. Move out the way. Move. Surprised he didn't let the B word slip, okay? Because he was irritated. He like, I'm trying to eat my rice, my chicken, and you, move. Get out the way. So the girls go upstairs to do a confessional, and Ming Lee just started speaking. Like, please go home, baby. Like, honestly, like I said before, I don't even know why she there. She ends up letting us know that all of us are the cows and the meows. I'm like, what? What's she talking about? Blah, blah. Horn gave her a sip of liquor. Underage anyway. Like, girl, go to sleep. So, Jeezy, TT, and Cupcake are all talking to the master. And baby, Jeezy had the nerve to say, you know if you got jumped by me. Face scratched up. I'm glad they zoomed in because, like, girl, please, on her worst day. All right, so everybody's having a little small chit chats about Shay and her saying something to the girlies about, how they got picked or whatever. To an extent, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did sit with that like last week because I am like, okay, like, you doing too much. I do feel as though she was doing too much as far as bringing it to the girls in the house, saying like, oh, that's not fair. But I would say that's more of a production issue, and I get it. Even though she was in VIP or whatever the case was, these women do go out their way, beyond out their way to embarrass themselves when it comes to this show. So I do understand her feeling like we went through all that and y'all just put a little tape in online and y'all was able to get through. Like, I see what she's saying. And I do think they should pick more girls from the auditions. I do, because we don't get to see the tapes. And I don't want to see the tapes. I barely want to see the auditions, okay? But they do need to pick more girls from the auditions, because people do go out there, they do, spend their money, their gas money, get hotels and everything else. I'm not saying everybody, because everybody don't need to be a baddie. And that's just simple. Everybody don't need to be a baddie. Everybody don't look like a baddie. Everybody doesn't fit the aesthetic of a baddie. I get that. But y'all let Cupcake come on here. If y'all let Cupcake come on here, y'all should let anybody come on here. Like, for real. So I definitely understand what Shay is saying. And I do think they should do more picks from the auditions. But that wasn't a cast problem. That was production problem. Not another cigarette smoker, please. Daisy is a cigarette. She looked like it. Her in the eyes. But like a cigarette smoker, I cannot take another Queen of Newports. So almost like 20 minutes in, you start seeing Australia feel like she that girl, she ain't clicked up with Daisy. They ain't figured out that they the hottest in the city right now. So she want to start calling people out. So the girl, I don't know her name yet, but she basically fights Daisy later on in the episode. Like I said, I don't know her name. She goes up there with Australia, and Australia ends up letting her know, like, I don't like you laughing. Like, what you laughing for? Don't laugh if I ain't make a joke, bitch. Letting it already be known she want to set the standard that don't play with me, because I ain't in to be played with. And we already know Jaden the punk. We already know that. She over here, can I give you a hug? I'm sorry. She really don't need to be on here either. She'll be in the shadows very soon. I already see it coming her way. But I will say Australia and Daisy, like I said, understand that they running the house right now. And a lot of the girls is scared. And the thing about it is, y'all don't know each other from a can of paint, a can of whoop ass. Like, be for real. If she wanted to laugh at the jokes, that's her prerogative. Her confronting her, though, set the tone. Like, regardless of what came out her mouth, her confront her set the tone. Like, don't laugh no more. Because next time, I ain't going to talk to you. I'm going to knock you out. At least Daisy, told the truth. Because I will say TT was getting up in there with Australia. Let me add this in here, though. Daisy want that camera time. Daisy is obviously playing chess, not checkers. I definitely think her and Australia was cool, but you knew what you was doing when you jumped in and you got to fight with that other girl. And mind you, the other girl wasn't trying to fight or jump in. She was truly trying to break it up. But you knew what you was doing, doing that because you had just got into it with Shay. Shay deserved it, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Shay thought she was popping it. You had to let her know, not popping it at me, never doing that. But once y'all got in the house, you started playing chess and was like, okay, they quote unquote jumping on this girl. Let me go and get some more camera time. So I definitely think that Daisy knew what she was doing. Now the girls started jumping in the pool. They living their life. Shay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had to. You be having a look, cause her with this makeup and this wig is not the natural hair, barefaced girly. It's two different people. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause I'm like, who is that? They keep saying what they doing. Who is that? But Shay ends up taking all her clothes off, baby. She giving Jerry beads up in his mug. Okay, she's very comfortable, simple. So she like, why ain't nobody else naked? Like, why ain't nobody else giving what I'm giving? Y'all just met each other, baby. I'm sure birthday suits will be shown slowly but surely. But she comfortable. She living her life, and the rest of the girls jumping in with their clothes on. So Shay and Ming hit it off, and they get to sharing kisses or whatever. Okay. How old is Shay? See, that's what I'm saying. The little child should not be on the show. Cause I'm like, girl, how old is this little child? And how old are you? But then too, I'm like, it is what it is. I don't care. I will say this though. They about to fight the next episode. I think that's crazy. Lovers to enemies. And honestly, the security, they so tired, baby. They like, yeah, go up there, do what y'all want to do, as long as y'all don't fight. Like, don't, not too much. So Jaden and Hurricane need that again. Jaden really don't want to fight, but Hurricane, I ain't gonna say she want to fight, but I will say Hurricane not backing down, and Hurricane want her camera time. But I'm gonna be honest, Hurricane can't fight. I definitely think if Hurricane got to fight with one of these girls who really can fight, she'll be getting beat up for real. Jaden, obviously, they have declared her a punk. And she just here for the vibe. She here for the fun time, but she's not here to catch no face. And at this point, she just gonna keep getting beat up. So the girl's getting ready for the club. Who is this girl who is sheen down to the socks like she Benny Papa, baby? When I say she is sheen machine, like she need to be the sheen model, the one who got this horrible wig on. No, she didn't get her check yet by the wig itself, but she came with a sheen closet. Okay, she is sheen down to the panties. So I'm not gonna lie to you. The girls hit the club, and the only booties I'm looking at is Hurricane and the one who from New York, and just keep getting beat up by Shay. Her mostly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at the screen hard. I'm like, when she coming back on the screen? No Shay. Hurricane then came back on. She kind of gave a little bit, but I'm like, okay, y'all two, meet me in the room. Cupcake wanted to talk to Daisy, Bahati, and TT. Mind you, they often get into it in the morning, but she wanted to talk to them about all them putting their differences aside. So the girl, I don't even know her name. I think I said it though. Janae, something like that, is drunk as a skunk looking for Shay, and she ends up getting tore. Okay, her name is Jaden. So Jaden opens the door, but I'm not gonna lie, Daisy pushing Jaden hard as ever. I'm like, please move. As you are like throwing the girl to the island in the kitchen, you saying please move. Like, you see that girl drunk, like she ain't meaning no harm. Even though Jaden swung on her first, I will say that Jaden swung on her first, but Jaden shouldn't have did that. I think that Jaden should have did that. But also, Daisy was being very aggressive. And you know what? Actually, what it was that made Jaden swing, from what I'm seeing, is Daisy grabbed her neck. She grabbed her neck and threw her back. Mind you, she didn't push her like twice. But then you grab the girl neck, like get on. Nah, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep, but she feeling herself. Now, I can't tell nobody how to fight, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Daisy did not have to do Jaden like that. She didn't. Even if you was gonna fight Jaden, that's one thing. But she cocking back so hard on Jaden. I know when Rolly got there, they was wrong for Rolly. I know they was like, "Got that bitch, Rolly, got that hoe." Like, just off the way she acted now, you could tell a lot of them girls were scared. Like, they did not need that. Like, the way she cocking back on that girl, what she doing don't even deserve a real cockback like that. I see you going giving her that 1-2 whatever because she ain't played with you, but the way she cocking back on her like that, unnecessary. I see, you got to teach her, let her know, like, hold on, like, hit me, don't hit me, don't put your hands on me. Like, since you put your hands on me, I'm gonna go and rock out with you real quick. But you rocking out, like, you overly rocking out. But then too, I can't tell nobody what to do because somebody put their hands on me. I don't know how I'm gonna react either, and they all under the influence. So she probably did feel like you threatening me. Like, let me send you to your maker, but I don't know. So the next day has came, Grand Rising Queens. So mind y'all, before we even get into the drama, their room is filthy. Daisy and Australia have been there for one night, and the room already looks horrible. It's junk everywhere. So they like, this isn't enough room for our like junk. We're gonna go upstairs and take the master. As y'all know, yesterday they had been planning on taking the master anyway. So they like, we just gonna go up there and take it. Like, who cares? Who gonna be theirs? Nobody. So mind you, the person that they really was coming for was Cupcake. Australia just went behind Daisy because she know, okay, Daisy gonna have my back. So she goes straight for Cupcake, the easier win. She knew that she wasn't messing with TT. So she go for the easier win. Mind you, I just had a conversation in the bathroom yesterday trying to kumbaya. Crazy. So I will say this: Cupcake was definitely getting tore, but she stayed in there. Cupcake was like, "We're gonna keep doing the round after round, like y'all not getting my bed." But obviously, eventually, they got the bed. Like obviously, they weren't leaving out the room. They really meant business. Like they meant this gonna be my room, and it is what it is. And I will say, yeah, security is nowhere really near there for real. Security is chilling. Seriously, they really letting them fight for real. Like the other girls are having to break it up. So they fine. Daisy told me, myself, and I about herself. She said, "Is this the bed? We gonna sleep in this room with y'all." Now she was saying with y'all, but they all knew that girl meant like this is my room, and you had to go and stop her in her tracks because obviously, she was doing too much. I'll say this too, like I told y'all, these rooms was already pre-picked. Obviously, because their names is on the door. Their names on the door, they had already had a discussion about this, but they have the free will to go be like, I want this room, I want that room. I will say this, even though Cupcake was losing that every time you see her every round, she on the ground. I'm like, girl, Cupcake, you can't keep running up and keep getting put back on the bed. I'm gonna say this, ain't nobody learning no lesson when you keep getting put down. Now, if you would have won, she probably would have. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I definitely feel like it was understood that she was gonna get you because she knew she couldn't get no TT. If we just being honest, Daisy had already knew that Bahati couldn't take TT. So therefore, she was gonna get TT. That was already understood. When Bahati kept saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get Cupcake," common sense would have told her, "Hey, I'm gonna have to get that other girl because we want this room." And see, even when Daisy checked Cupcake about the shoe thing, Cupcake then turned that shoe. She ain't be like, man, she still catch her breath, so I give her that. She did just get done doing 3 rounds, so she catching her breath. But Daisy like, hey, get your shoes off my bed. She just turned the shoe a little bit, but letting it be known that she don't want no issue with her, with cross-eyed. I love how they just is building Daisy up to be the villain. I love how she just coming in doing that. So when Rolly come and tap that, it makes a lot of sense. It's given they had to call for backup. Okay, just like you could just tell she and already let it get to her. And so it shouldn't have been no problem for me to sleep up there with you. Be for real, girl. Be for real. You and Cupcake about the same size. But again, my thing is with Cupcake, girl, you should already knew it was gonna be a target on your back. You should already knew that. You should already knew they most likely 10 times out of 10 was gonna try you. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Them little beds, I'm fine too. Like no shade. Them beds is little. Them is not even twins. Like they is half, like a half bed for real, for real. Like no, I get it. So Daisy started pressing TT. Like I told y'all, they did come in with a plan, obviously. So she pressing TT. She like, I'm going to sleep in here. Like she said, she had an audience by that time. So she like, nah, I'm sleeping here. So TT let it be known that she's not Cupcake in the beginning. She let it be known we can run it. But then too back down a little bit saying we had already talked about the room situation. Obviously they had to talk about the room thing in the bathroom. And then, they just cut that out for us to not hear what they talked about. But like she said, y'all already talked about it. Then tried to come at them like y'all gonna look weird for doing all these, which they do. She already knew that they was gonna look weird for that, but you looked at weird too when the girl kicked you and then you want to fight. So weird for weird. But she like, y'all gonna look weird, but I just got cute, so I ain't necessarily trying to do that right now, but we can run it. Now, you ain't really want to run it with that girl. You seen that girl was pressing you, so you like, we can run it. You letting it be known that you don't mind fighting, but you really don't want to fight that girl for real, for real. And she had already knew she probably couldn't take that girl. And obviously, like she said, she already knew the girl was going to try, but that girl didn't even get that she was going to try her. She probably was preparing herself for them to fight, but she already knew she was not whooping on no Daisy. And the way Daisy coming at her full force, like, you ain't even have time to react like that. Mind you, by the time she got herself together, Daisy was already running at her, baby. It was already over with. But I'm sure now she gonna calm down. Watch what I tell you. See, she on that with Bahati because she knows she can take Bahati. She can't take no Daisy. So she probably is not finna go round at the round with Daisy, but she'll go round at the round with Bahati because she know, okay, I can fight you, I can beat you up. I can't beat her up. So I'm thinking this is my prediction for the next episode. She might then fight Bahati by that bed. She like, okay, you fought Cupcake lost. Now I'm gonna fight you, and Daisy gonna get your bed because she ain't get my bed. But first of all, TT was not gonna hit Daisy. She wasn't gonna hit her. The way Daisy coming, like Daisy said, she had an audience, and that's all Daisy be looking for is an audience. Anyway, making sure that camera on, make sure that camera set, she gonna run her fade. She gonna do what she do. But I see already her and Bahati gonna have some downfalls. I definitely see that already. But overall, the episode was cool. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.